quorum. Commissioner Driver is present. Commissioner Gottlieb. Commissioner Minor. Commissioner Presley. Commissioner Wortham. Commissioner Terry.
Present.
She available virtually?
Yeah,
Present.
she did.
With all 6 members of the community commission, public safety and accountability present, we have a quorum, and we can conduct the commission business. Next item of business is public comment.
Oh, do you have me muted? No, do you have me muted?
You have a few options. You can
You want me to move or you want? No, you're good. Never mind. Okay. I'm not sure right now.
Or you can bring a copy of your comment to one of the commission's public meetings and give it to someone on the commission staff or a commission. People who want to speak during the public comment period tonight were asked to submit their names in writing earlier. Name of names are right about member of the commission staff.
Can you
see?
Are you on the Zoom call?
If your name is called.
How is someone's complaining about the sound already?
Line up in the order in which your name is called. If for any reason you are unable to come to the microphone, please flag a member of our staff, the microphone will be brought to you.
Just they're complaining, the usual.
And spell your name and then offer the comments. Each speaker will have 2 minutes. We have a lot of total of 20 minutes for public comment. Our first speaker is the regular Karen, which is.
Good evening, everyone. ARE Karen ARE. My service is maybe 5. Or Ed.
Is congratulations, all of you. Welcome to CCPSA. And I'm looking forward to embarking upon this new relationship with the body. I just have a couple of things, tidbits. Please engage with district counselors, especially in your district. And I know it's a big ask because everybody's, but try to attend some of the district council meetings, not necessarily for invitation, but try to show up at the meeting. And yeah, that's all I can think of right now. But again, welcome, congratulations.
Thank you. Encourage you all to Superintendent Snelling that should reopen or he should listen to Mike. I'm part of an organization, that Southern Poverty Law Center, and we wrote a letter to the city about the failed investigation from CIA, and I hope some of you read it. If not, I'm going to. So it's a failure for a couple of reasons. The biggest thing is that the investigators at BIA did not apparently know that archived version of the Oath Keepers website exists, and that they could compare what that website said at a time when the officers were joining it, instead of just accepting the word of the officer. The BIA did not investigate an individual, a fellow officer, told the other 8 officers or a number of the 8 officers about the Oath Keepers. BIA failed to investigate or even talk to people like that fellow officer, but also anybody outside that organization. No, they did not talk to anybody. No experts at the ADL who leaked the list. No experts at the SPLC and other organizations that look into this matter. And the most important thing is BIA really failed to, or really ignored how Oath Keepers participated in the group. And the accused actually talk about how they participated in the group in their interviews with BIA. Some of the things that they did: go to shooting competitions. A couple other things they did: go to gun shows, right? This is how you participated as an Oath Keeper. Okay, so I'm just encouraging you to look at our letter the SPLC wrote to get a little bit more information on why this investigation is a failure, to push, as well as to push Superintendent Snelling to think about BIA's investigation.
Thank you.
Hi, my name is Fayani Aboma Mijana. You have the spelling up there, but it's Faayani Aboma Mijana. I'm a member of the Chicago Alliance Against Racist and Political Repression, and I'm a resident of 14th District, where one of the officers named in the Oath Keepers roster is a sergeant in my district, and residents of my district, including myself and our district counselor, have been horrified to learn about the Oath Keeper ties of this officer. And we're very well aware about the policy that the CCPSA passed, the interim CCPSA. And we think that the BIA so-called investigation where officers were interviewed for no more than 30, 40 minutes is a mockery of this commission that the people established. It's a mockery of, the democratic process. And so I'm here to lend my support as a member of the Alliance and a resident of the 14th District, where this officer is, for, putting forward an investigation in another arm, because we cannot trust the police to police themselves. They've shown us time and time again that they can't do it. And so, we're putting forward the demand that, that be put somewhere else with the OIG. So thank you.
Thank you. Our next speaker is Grace Patino.
Hi, my name is Grace. I'm a member of the Chicago Alliance Against Racist and Political Repression. Hi again. I'm with Carper. I'm also a resident of the 17th District, which is where another one of the identified officers with ties to the Oath Keepers works. In less than a 20-minute interview with the BIA officer in 17. A less than 20-minute interview is deficient. Retamoso is an officer with a sordid past. He has a past incident where he falsely arrested a Black man for drugs that did not belong to him, took money from the victim and failed to inventory or return the money, conducted a strip search without prior written approval from the watch commander, and failed to document on the arrest report that a strip search was conducted on the victim. In layman's terms, that sounds a lot like planting drugs on someone and sexually assaulting them. Instead of Retamoso's higher up holding him accountable, the sergeant at the time allegedly then kicked the victim in the groin, threatened to kill the victim, and directed profanities at him. As a result of a complaint being filed about this, and this was back in 2007, Retamoso was suspended for 1 day. So, based on stories like that, I don't see how we're supposed to trust the police to investigate themselves with this Oath Keeper business. The entire point of the creation of the ECPS ordinance was to prevent another Laquan McDonald, another Rakia Boyd, or Adam Toledo. We need the CCPSA's help to make this work, and we need all of our district counselors to make this work. I'm calling on you all, the newly appointed CCPSA, my district counselors in the 17th, and all district counselors in the city to demand the investigation into the Oath Keepers be reopened, and really for all of these officers associated to be fired. We also need the names and complaint histories of all officers working in the 17th district, a request that the sergeant denied of one of my district counselors. And we need an end to the racist TAC teams, pretextual traffic stops. Dexter Reed should still be here today. And we want to know what you all are going to do to ensure another execution doesn't happen.
Is there anybody virtual? I see David signed up. Is he virtual? Is he ready? Let's go ahead.
Hello, thank you. My name is David Orlikoff. I'm elected district councilor in the 14th district, serving Humble Park, Logan Square, surrounding areas. I'm not exactly sure what the investigation to be voted on today pertains. I tried to ask about that and have not heard, but I can only assume that since OIG already did an investigation report on the BIA's investigation itself and the policy passed by CCPSA, that the request is that OIG do an investigation into the individual officers known to be Oath Keeper members. I do support that, definitely. There are grave issues with the lack of investigation conducted by BIA. Notably, Timothy Moore, the deputy director of the Bureau of Internal Affairs, said that the probe was not deficient, but specifically he said, none of the accused members stated that they had knowledge that the Oath Keepers were a violent extremist group, nor did they state they had intentions of joining a violent extremist group. So we had warned you, a lot of people, that this would happen, this exact thing. And that's why, in general, BIA cannot retain jurisdiction over this policy. Certainly, the bare minimum for BIA having jurisdiction over a policy would be that there is a public list of groups that are banned and that the public is aware of that. The fact that BIA fought for this to be private and to conduct it in private shows that they cannot be trusted, as well as the outcome that we received. But that amounts to them saying, unless the officers tell us to our face that they are racist, they will stay on the force. That is absurd. This has done so much damage to the city already, and BIA needs to lose jurisdiction, not just in this case, but in all cases at least similar to this. According to the deputy director, according to Deborah Witzberg of the Office of Inspector General, even a member of the Ku Klux Klan could now join CPD so long as they're not telling officers that they're racist, so long as there aren't other, information about that. So this is a step backward, and it needs to be rectified, not just in these 8 cases, but in all cases. BIA cannot retain jurisdiction while serving racist officers. Thanks.
Thank you. We've reached the end of our public comment period. Thank you again to all of our speakers. We value your input. The next order of business is new business. The Community Commission for Public Safety and Accountability has received information from multiple knowledgeable sources that raise serious concerns about the operation of the Civilian Office of Police Accountability. The Commission has oversight authority over COPA. The information we have received concerns the quality and integrity of COPA's investigations, the quality and integrity of COPA's disciplinary recommendations, and retaliation against COPA employees who have raised concerns about COPA's investigations and recommendations. The Commission has received complaints from multiple credible sources, and the information they have provided is consistent. Considering the importance of civilian oversight and the work that COPA does, we take these complaints very seriously. Due to the nature of the complaints, we want to ensure that they are investigated. Because the Commission isn't an investigative body, we will be voting today on whether to take the information we have received, share it with the Office of Inspector General, and recommend that the Office of Inspector General conduct a fair, thorough, and timely audit and investigation. The Office of Inspector General's mission is to promote economy, effectiveness, efficiency, and integrity by identifying corruption, waste, and mismanagement in city government. The Office of the Inspector General conducts investigations, audits of city programs and operations, and reviews of city programs, operations, and policies. Based on its inquiries, the Office of Inspector General can issue reports on its findings and make recommendations. Under the Commission's ordinance, if the Commission recommends an Inspector General audit, the Public Safety Inspector General must respond to the Commission within 10 business days. If the Inspector General conducts an inquiry, we believe that under the Inspector General's ordinance, the Commission will receive a copy of the Inspector General's final report and recommendations. And then based on the report and recommendations, the Commission can determine whether any further Commission action is appropriate.
In taking this vote, we want to emphasize that this vote does not mean that the Commission is taking a position on the strength or accuracy of the information that has been brought to us. It is an acknowledgement that the allegations are serious and credible, and that the Commission does not have the investigative tools to assess, as well as the necessary whether the allegations are accurate. And that this information we receive should be reviewed by the body that is in the best position and has the best tools and resources to assess the strength and accuracy of this information and to make appropriate findings and recommendations.
It's my view that the community must have full confidence in the quality and integrity of COPA's investigations. I fully support the role COPA plays as an independent civilian body. I also believe that we are taking this step because we appreciate the very important role that COPA must play and are committed to success. We believe that a fair and thorough investigation will help us to understand if COPA is meeting its responsibilities or if steps must be taken to ensure that COPA succeeds in its mission. Our goal is for fair-minded people to be able to trust COPA's effectiveness and integrity. If an investigation reveals serious issues, we need a roadmap for what COPA needs to do to earn that trust.
All right, Commissioner Wortham here. So it was my understanding when we approved this special meeting that we were doing so to entertain the motion as Commissioner Driver articulated, not to offer any opinions as to our value of COPA. The purpose that we approved this meeting, which is voting on the motion and not expressing my individual opinions today about COPA or civilian oversight. I'll reserve those for a time where we've articulated that as our purpose.
Thank you, commissioners. Do we have a motion?
I move that the Community Commission for Public Safety and Accountability refer the information the commission has received to the Office of Inspector General and recommend to the Public Safety Inspector General that the office conduct audits and any other investigations and reviews that the facts suggest may be warranted related to the quality and integrity of COPA's investigations, the quality and integrity of COPA's disciplinary recommendations, and the retaliation against COPA employees who raise concerns about COPA's investigations and recommendations.
There's a second.
I second the motion.
Commissioner Minor has made a motion and Commissioner Wortham has seconded it. Those in favor of the motion to refer information the commission has received to the Office of Inspector General and recommend to the Public Safety Inspector General that the office conduct audits and any other investigations and reviews that the facts suggest may be warranted related to the quality and integrity of COPA's investigations, the quality and integrity of COPA's disciplinary recommendations, and retaliation against COPA employees who raise concerns about COPA's investigations and recommendations. Those in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, please say nay. The ayes have it and the motion carries. The commission will refer information it has received to the Office of the Inspector General and recommend to the Public Safety Inspector General that the office conduct audits, any other investigations and reviews that the facts may suggest are warranted related to the quality and integrity of COPA's investigations, the quality and integrity of COPA's disciplinary recommendations, and retaliation against COPA's employees who raise concerns about these investigations and recommendations. Our next order of business is adjourning the meeting. Thank you.